What invention is so good that it actually can't be improved upon? I've heard the pin setter machine in bowling alleys has never had a redesign. It was perfect already. It depends. The fundamental mechanisms behind it has stayed the same. But different pin setters have made minor adjustments to make common issues, well, less common. As of modern day, new high-end pin setters have actually no perceivable way to change their core design. But yet, this was what I was gonna say too, lol. Near perfect for its purpose. P-trap, a simple elegant way to prevent odor from coming into your house via sink, toilet, etc. A lot of Asia still doesn't use this. Trust me, it makes a huge difference. I lived in China for 18 years. At one stage I was in a 30-story apartment building with no P-trap. The bathroom was actually located in the center of the apartment, and had louvre doors. The pipes were straight drops from the top of the building to the bottom. There were 4 apartments on each floor, 1 in each corner. We each had our own set of pipes we shared with all the people in that position on every floor. Whenever somebody on my corner of the building flushed the toilet, on any floor above me, I was on the 4th, the louvre doors would blow open just a little bit with toilet air. Even with the lid on the bowl it happened. This greatly contributed to the spread of SARS. A mirror is as good as it gets for its usage. A wide-angle mirror that doesn't distort size, shape or position. Edit. The XLR cable. Until they can beam something directly into your head, we kind of hit a dead end for perceived sound. The simplicity of what a cable can do by allowing both AC and DC power to flow through so you can power and draw signal from a microphone. Plus the fact it's so simple to remove the noise you get from outside interference makes it even more genius. Phantom power. Paperclip. Last major patent was in the 1880s. Those bones they use for tanning leather. People have tried using all sorts of different materials, but bone always works best apparently. Edit. I remember this very vaguely from years ago, so I can't find the thing I learned it from anymore, but here's an article about finding the tools from Neanderthal times. Also check the replies. There are some actually smart people who know more than I do about it. Cast iron skillet est. 1707. Rapunzel has entered the chat. The brick. It has been made of mud. Then mud with straw. Then mud with clay. Then finally with clay alone. That is as far as progress has taken the brick. In the guess 8,000 years since it was invented. And it is still in use today. Someone, lost in the obscurity of ancient history, realized that you couldn't build really strong stone structures with irregularly shaped small natural stones. And hewing huge lumps of stone into regular shapes was just ridiculously hard work. That person also observed that mud that fell into a fire was left hardened when the fire died down. So they figured that if you shaped mud into regular shapes, big enough to carry one in each hand, you would have all the advantages of small irregular stones and large geometrically carved stones, but with none of the drawbacks of either. This thought must have taken a second to dawn on the inventor. The practical work to prove the concept must have taken a weekend. At most. Perhaps a week or two to get the shape just right. And here we are, thousands of years later. And the damn thing has barely changed at all. Pizza. You can change it up. You can ruin it. And you can fold it half like a crazy calzone munching madman. But you can't beat perfection. The calzones betrayed me. I'd say nail clippers. Rich and poor people all use the same thing to clip their nails. Rich people pay poor people to clip their nails for them. Zipper. Rubber bands. They work. When I was a kid, rubber bands would last for years. Now most of them fail within a year or so, because they removed the cocaine. Most professional classical music instruments are already in their final stage, like piano and violin. Edit. Wording. The pocket. The spoon is a pretty incredible invention. It can often sub as a fork or a knife. And it has a great name. The basic sewing needle. It really hasn't changed in thousands of years. There is no need for change. I'd argue that sewing machines are just advanced sewing needles. The soda can. The physics behind it have been perfected. There is a cool YouTube video about it. The toilet S-bend. We would still be throwing our Hershey soldiers out the window without it. Invented in 1775 and still used today. Source: BBC and Cretan from Red Dwarf. Edit. No O in Cretan. It was actually improved on. Used to be an actual S-bend. But those would evaporate or could get kinda slurped out by another drain further down. So they made the U-bend. It has a vent pipe running up so that another toilet or sink or whatever on the same drain pipe could not siphon off the trap where the water sits. The low point of the toilet. After the trap gets below a certain level, sewer gas hydrogen sulfide IIRC gets in and makes the room smell like speep. It's been about 4 years since my plumbing class. But it was pretty memorable. That mini trident you use to scratch your back, man, that's the best invention of human race. I don't know, man, the lightsaber under my mom's bed was really nice when I used it as a back massager. A knife. It can do anything. Soup. Poop. I wonder how many new Redditors have no idea about poop knife. Windshield wipers. My engineering professor always lectured us on how perfect the design is and how new changes made are strictly aesthetic and don't work any better. Until they invent one that cleans the whole window instead of just parts of it. Easy fix. Make the windshield in the shape that the wipers wipe. Plates. You can get the ones that don't smash. It's too good. Edit. Why is this my most upvoted thing on Reddit? WHYYYYYY. But thank y'all for your upvotes. The steam turbine. It is such a useful way to convert heat into electricity that it would not be surprising to see one strapped to a fusion reactor if one ever get built. They're already strapped to fission reactors. That's pretty good, I'd say. Does cheese count as an invention? Yep. It's the final step of a specialized process. I'm going to go out on a limb and say a doorway. It's a portal. Plain and simple.